hi everyone. I know कि आप सोच रहे होंगे कि in a sports award function there's a Bollywood actor again, but I promise कि जो हम बात करने वाले हैं it's very relevant to the event today. And firstly, I'm very very honored to be sitting amongst royalty, amongst so many heroes. So it's a big honor for me to be here. I'm actually sitting here with a very diverse group of people. So I'm going to be asking you all some questions about social media and how you all deal with it. So when you started your career, social media wasn't around, and when you retired, it had already consumed all of us. So which world do you prefer and why?
That is true. I think that electronic media and social media was actually not really part of the beginning of my career, which was 21 years ago. And honestly, at that point, everybody read a newspaper, which was a lot of fun to do. I remember our memories were always about waking up in the morning and actually seeing the newspaper. I don't know what you do, but I stopped reading the sports pages about 1 year into my career, and I used to only actually read the Bollywood and page 3 pages, because that was where I was like, here for sure I'm not going to be there and they won't be talking crap about me. But I was wrong. They were talking crap about me there too. But it was a more peaceful world, I will say that. I think that everything comes with its pros and cons, and so does social media, so does fame, so does not being famous. So when you accept this life, I feel like today we have to accept the cons that come with the social media. And that's why I always say we should take social media with a fist of salt, not just a pinch of salt, and don't take the good to your heart or the bad.
Lakshya, as a young athlete, how difficult is it to switch off and not read what the trolls have to say about you? Does it affect you?
Hi, first of all, thank you for having me here. And yes, I think when it comes to criticism and getting a good feedback, I think you have to be really smart about who you listen to. I mean, you have to listen to your coaches, your parents, your family who is interested in your career, but then also block out the other noise which is on social
तो
media.
मैच के दिन आप लोग अपना फोन बंद कर देते हो, like what do you all do?
So I just stopped using social media.
Oh, you don't have any social media?
No, before, like 3 months before my match.
Okay.
And I don't do that much. I feel that, especially shooting it's more of a mental game. And आप अपने accomplishments को अपने worth के साथ compare करने लग जाते हो. And I feel social media, yes, criticism is there, but I feel the people, they say good thing about yourself, about you, आपको उन्हें भी इतना दिल पे नहीं लेना चाहिए, because you should not connect good or bad both with your self-worth. And when I started shooting, I didn't know कि मैं यहाँ तक आऊँगी नहीं आऊँगी, but I personally feel कि the only thing which kept me going is कि मैंने अपनी happiness को अपने मैचेस से, उनके मेडल से कनेक्ट नहीं रखा. और मुझे लगता है कि ये बहुत डिफ़िकल्ट है, बट आप जितना उसको इमोशनली कनेक्ट नहीं करोगे, आई थिंक इट वुड बी बेटर फॉर यू फॉर द लॉन्ग रन.
And I think you're one of the most badass people in this room. I'm sure all the Bollywood action choreographers are looking at your videos and they're fully inspired by you. But 11 साल की उम्र में there was a life-changing accident that happened, and it completely obviously changed your life. But in this time, how have you focused on your mental health?
It was very difficult in the starting, because initially तो आपको पता ही नहीं होता कि what happened with you. But I'm very fortunate and privileged कि जो मेरे parents थे, मेरी family, everyone around me was so positive. And I think that helps a lot. Having a positive environment around you makes you feel confident on yourself. And my parents, they never said that you should do this, you should do that. They always supported me in whatever that I wanted to do. But when you go there, it was my starting years of teenage, and you see yourself in the mirror and you feel, oh, am I not like other girls? Am I not beautiful enough? Am I not worthy enough? And that kind of took a toll, on my mental health. But I personally feel that sports has an ability to change the perception of people around you and the perception of you yourself, and that really gave me self-confidence when I went to the range and I see people looking up to me. That kind of changed me, and I started it back in 2015. So it was pretty early, and now I'll be completing 10 years next year. So that kind of helped me a lot.
That's so beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. Yashasvi, even at a young age, बहुत scrutiny आती है. Like, people keep telling me, no, keep it real, keep it real. And then when I'm keeping it real, then no one likes me for keeping it real, So बहुत hate मिलता है when you're just trying to be yourself. So does it get exhausting for you? And is there someone that you turn to in such times?
To be honest, I feel like it's gonna be there. So people are going to have their opinion, and I respect that. But I try to think like I need to focus on my job, my process, how I'm going to prepare for my game, how I'm preparing outside from the cricket, how I'm living my life, how disciplined I am, and how I'm looking forward for my games. So I morely focus on these things because as a cricketer, I accept that it's gonna be there, and it's okay. People are going to have their opinion on everything, and I respect that. That's all I think.
Match के दिन एक comment पढ़ा and that completely, messed with your game that day. Has it ever happened?
No, I don't think so. But I actually used to do the same thing. Especially in big competitions, I used to sign out of social media just because I felt like there was enough pressure on ourselves from ourselves, and we just didn't need any extra added pressure. And everybody has different ways of dealing with it. But for me, most days I'm okay. I can take it with, with humor, and it's funny most days of what people say and think about
What's
you.
the funniest thing you've read?
Funniest.
Yeah, most bizarre thing you've read.
Well, I mean, I don't know if it's the funniest, but by funny, I actually mean really, really trolling, right? I mean, and most days I'm saying, as women, the first thing that we get trolled about is when you put on weight or you lose weight, and they're constantly talking about the way that you look. And as an athlete, I don't think that that's something that we need to or should be judged on. When I got pregnant, I put on 23 kilos. Yes, I know it's a lot. I was breathing and putting on weight, but it was not my fault. And at that point, I was just sitting there 20 kilos overweight, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to come back. And people were like, what the hell is she even talking about? And I was like, yeah, I'm going to come back like 20 kilos overweight. And the kind of things that were said. And it's not easy. You're dealing with so much of stuff post a child, and just when you have a newborn, and then to read stuff about how ugly you look is really not fun, right, at that moment. But so I think that as women, I can talk from my perspective, as women, we are subjected to a lot more criticism or trolling on the way that we look or dress, and which is a bit unfair maybe, but that's how life is, and we are not going to sit and complain because then we'll be here for 45 minutes, so let's not do that. But I just feel that as athletes, we should always first be judged on our performance. And that's something that,
आपके साथ ऐसा कभी हुआ है that you've read something and it's completely thrown you off a game or a practice session or anything like that? हाँ, सबसे पूछ रही हूँ.
नहीं, मैं मतलब इतना सोचता नहीं हूँ. मेरी
I
कोशिश
wish I could be like you. मुझे भी नहीं सोचना है.
तो मैं बस यही कोशिश करता हूँ कि क्या मेरे कंट्रोल में है, मैं क्या कर सकता हूँ, मैं अपने ऊपर फोकस कर सकता हूँ, अपने दिमाग पे काम कर सकता हूँ, अपने आप को काम रख सकता हूँ. तो मेरी कोशिश यही रहती है कि मैं अपने दिमाग पे कितना काम करता हूँ. जब मैं प्रिपेयर कर रहा हूँ किसी चीज़ के लिए, या कोई भी चीज़ मैं देख रहा हूँ कि मुझे करना है मेरे लाइफ में, तो मेरा सारा फोकस एक ही चीज़ पे रहता है, मुझे क्या करना है. तो बाकी चीज़ें ठीक है, लेकिन मुझे क्या करना है मैं क्लियर हूँ मेरे माइंड में. तो बस वही है.
That's a good way to look at it. पर ऐसा कभी लगता है कि okay, हम इंडिया को represent कर रहे हैं on such a big level, but still people are tearing us down. Does it feel disheartening when that happens?
आई फील लाइक मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि जब मैं कंट्री रिप्रेजेंट कर रहा हूँ, तो वो मैं ये सोचता हूँ कि मुझे कुछ करना है, कंट्री के लिए कुछ करना है, कुछ देना है, कुछ करूँ, कुछ जिताऊँ, अपनी टीम को जिताऊँ. तो मेरे दिमाग में यही चलता रहता है कि मैं अपनी टीम को कैसे कंट्रीब्यूट करता हूँ. तो उस टाइम पे मेरे लिए इंडिया इम्पॉर्टेंट है. वो डिज़ायर, वो मोटिवेशन है मेरे पास कि मुझे अपने देश के लिए कुछ करना है. तो बाकी चीज़ें.
Do you feel disheartened when that's happened?
Yes, I think, after a bad loss, when you go and read the comments and stuff. Yeah, it feels bad at times. But I think, yeah, over the years, I have tried to block them. As I said before, which I take it in a good humorous way, where I think just after the Olympics, one of my shots went viral, and I think I was reading the comments, and people were calling it a Rajnikant shot and this and that. So I think, yeah, at times you go there and you also find some really funny comments as well.
पर आप में से किसी को लगता है कि वो सोशल मीडिया से एडिक्टेड है? कि मैं तो बिल्कुल सोशल मीडिया से एडिक्टेड हूँ. आर एनी ऑफ यू एडिक्टेड? और आप छोड़ सकते हो अगर किसी ने कहा.
I think as an athlete, you are always training. You're training 6 to 7, 8 hours of a day. So I think it's really hard to be addictive. But I think, yeah, whenever you have free time, you go there. You maybe on Instagram, or any other social media, you go and spend time. But I think otherwise, you're pretty much busy with traveling or the training or several other things to focus on. So you don't get that much time to spend. So yeah, for me, it's easier. No, I'm not. I think I'm not addicted.
Yeah, you don't seem addicted at all, Avni. No?
Is it a bad thing?
No, it's a great thing. I wish I could be like that. Do you think that there should be a rule that young athletes should not have social media because it can affect their mental health and then further affect their game? Do you think a rule should be there like that?
My parents definitely think like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good way of thinking.
They think that I'm not a 23-year-old and I'm much mature for my age. So they keep on telling me that you should not be on your phone. But I'm anyway not that much. But I think it's okay to keep it in a healthy amount, and sometimes it's okay to take breaks also. There should be rest and recovery too, and that is also important for your mental health, I feel, because you can't always be focused. You have to take those breaks and be live a life like your age.
For sure. And do you think that there should be more facilities for mental health for young athletes? Do you think that more can be done?
Yeah, definitely. I think that's one of the biggest changes that I've seen over my career over the last 25 years is there was such a taboo to talk about mental health. And it's not like people before didn't deal with that pressure or didn't deal with the emotions and losses and wins. And I just think that today, because there's so much more conversation about it, I think people are not scared. For example, in tennis, Naomi Osaka, who was at that time #1 in the world, came out and basically said that she's not going to do press conference because it's affecting her mental health. Sure, it got her some criticism, but
And Simone Biles with the Olympics.
Simone Biles did that
yes.
exactly, and I think that just goes to show you, which people maybe sometimes forget, that athletes are also normal human beings who feel the emotions, and just because we're out there week after week performing, trying to be the best version of ourselves, it doesn't make us robots. We still have the emotions. We feel the loss and the pressure, and we feel the sadness more than the actual people who are watching. Because so many people, I think, tend to forget. I think when Lakshya didn't win that medal, yes, we all felt really hurt and upset and everything at the Olympics. But can you imagine what he would have gone through? And I think the fact that when we do talk about mental health, that brings to show you the human side of athletes. And I think it's very important that we talk about it and have more conversation about it, because that's when we can go to psychologists and we can actually get help that is required.
But being a mother, do you feel very protective about your son in the world that he's coming into?
Look, I'm a very practical person, and I feel that social media is here to stay and we have to live with it. We can't live with it or without it. It's like a marriage, right? So I think that unfortunately or fortunately, that is something that we have to accept and imagine. My son's 6, by the time he's 18, where social media will be. I mean, I can't control it for the rest of my life. I mean, yes, there are some parents who are in the public who like to not have their kids out in the public, and it's a personal choice. I just feel the more I try to hide him, the more curiosity is going to build. So I just made an account and I was like, bhai, dekh lo. At least you'll see what I want to post, and not try to get angles and stuff which is not approved by me. I've turned off the comments, I've turned off all that stuff, but at least that crazy curiosity is gone. And I feel that's been fine. And I don't think he understands. By the time he understands, he'll be old enough to make his decision whether he wants to be on it or not.
Seeing his pictures definitely has a good impact on my mental health because he's very, very cute. So to end it, I have 3 like happy questions because it's so positive. So who's someone who social media you'll see and you're like, okay, they have it all figured out. They're super chill. Who's that someone? It can be a sports person or it doesn't have to be a sports person.
Yashasvi, I think, because he's like not affected at all by social media, looks like. Say who?
Who do you think?
Means, what should I say?
Like, who do you see and you're like, oh my god, like, I feel really happy seeing that. Okay, what kind of content makes you feel happy? Like, you watch that and you just feel like I love watching videos of like bunny rabbits being massaged. Like, it's so cute, it makes me happy.
I think anything's, if I'm watching, I try to watch which can give me message to my mind that something strong I can get, how I can become really strong mentally, how I can, like if you watch some sports, if you watch the army stuff, how they do all this stuff. So I always try to watch something, art or writings, which can give me some message that I can develop my mental skills. So that is what I'm looking for that. Or of course, I really enjoyed seeing you and everyone in social media. So there is a lot of positive also out there. So.
Yes. You, Laksh?
I think for me, personally, somewhere I figured out how much to post and how much not to post and when to be on social media, when to not be away. And I think it doesn't affect me that much that even if I'm not using for a week in a tournament, I'm completely fine. And yeah, I think, but again, I think this has come over the years where I made an effort to in the beginning because I think at some point you have to learn to make it a part of it because I think you can't in a daily life I think it's social media is something that जो हर कोई इस्तेमाल कर रहा है and everyone has to learn to live with it तो yeah I think for me I figured it out.
But what makes you happy? Like, you see it on social media and you feel happy instantly.
Cute dog videos.
Same.
And
Yeah, thought so.
yeah, and also maybe some random meme page post and just going through the comments and reading the funny ones.
Sometimes the comments are funnier
yeah,
than
funnier
the actual
than the
memes.
actual post.
Yeah.
I-
What about you?
I love all the sarcastic pages. Like, if I follow all these with these memes and stuff, because I actually consume social media, I feel, to consume the news because I hardly watch the news channels and honestly for humor. But besides that, yeah, I love like these sarcastic pages. I'll send you some.
Send me some. And I have one last thing, okay? So the youth really follows all of you, okay? So if you're like to give the youth one message to end on a positive note, what would you like to say to the youth?
Just trust yourself. I feel like keep believing in yourself, chase your dream. It will happen. That's all I think.
That's nice. Lakshya.
I think we all are pretty young to give advice, but
Talk
yeah, I
for
think-
yourself.
Yeah, even I'm like, talk for yourself.
I mean, I was talking about us three, but
Us three? No, I've also become in this category. It's fine. We're together.
But yeah, I think be passionate about the sport and yeah, I think there's no right age to start. I think whenever you feel you want to pursue a sport or be into it, I think yeah, I think there's no right age. I think you have to be really passionate and yeah, give it your all.
Nice. Avni?
I think from the childhood we've been taught that good is the opposite of bad, happy is the opposite of sad, but the major thing that we have been taught is that failures are the opposite of success, and I think that is not true. I think failures are a bigger and most important part of success, and the things that failures have taught me in my life have been so important to me that those help me a lot in becoming a Paralympic champion. And I think your graph will never be on the same line, and it will go up and go down. But the most important thing is that you learn from each of your mistake and just keep showing up. Thank you.
Yes. Sanya.
Well, I think the most important thing is to really remember why you started. I think that, yes, there's fame and there's money and there's red carpets and photo shoots that we do, but that's not the reason we started playing. And I think that's what all young athletes need to remember, is that this is just a byproduct of who we actually want to be. And everything will come along if you're actually working towards your goal, is when you started as a young kid and remembering and knowing that dream that you saw with your parents and your family. And everything else is something that comes along, it goes. That's not something that is the most important thing. The most important thing is to really believe that you can be the best in the world, you can be the best version of yourself, and honestly really understand and remember the times when you started that sport and how lonely it used to be and why you started playing it, and honestly enjoy it, because I know we don't say it enough, but you have to enjoy the pain, you have to enjoy the pressure, you have to enjoy the competition, and only then you will be able to succeed. Because if you don't enjoy any of those things, it's very hard to be successful, because sport and sports people go through so much pain physically and emotionally throughout their careers, because we lose much more than we actually win. So the first part of your career, you actually lose a lot more than you actually ever win, and then you finally start winning. So yeah, just enjoy yourself and really believe what you're doing is the right thing for you.
That's amazing. Thank
So
you
well
so
said,
much,
so well
guys.
Thank you. Thanks.
This was so lovely speaking to all of you, and y'all inspire me so much in different ways, and y'all inspire the youth and the entire country. So thank you so much, and thank you for coming out here and speaking about mental health. And I'm sure so many young people out there are going to listen to you guys, and there's going to be some changes in their lives, hopefully. So thank you so much.